Hello, hello, hello. Hang on. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Excellent. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Okay. In that case, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Save with Crypto from the YouTube channel called Save with Crypto. The guy below me is Maff from Mafftopia. The home of a really excellent video that came out yesterday that I hope you all watched, actually. Tell us about it, Maff.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. You know what? I could probably just share the screen for a sec, or maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do like a whole thing about it. But yeah, so it's essentially is a co-creation between me and Save here, and yeah, it's just all about Angine de Poitrine, that well-known band. Well, in fact, I think they are quite well known now. People just generally seem to have heard of them, even though technically they should be a bit niche, on paper and so on. But that, yeah, so it's very much like math rock, and they're playing funny sort of microtonal notes that we don't normally hear in Western music, and they have unusual time signatures, and they're both aliens apparently, and all sorts of things. So yeah, so we really kind of dug deep into just what we're calling the music science behind what makes their music so addictive, and why they bucked the trend given what they are, and why they seem just unusually popular. So yeah, and we had a lot of fun putting that video together, because it's like with guitars, and I vibe coded like a rhythm tone wazometer, so we could kind of like just dig into the actual time signatures and things that they're using. Yeah, check it out. It's good.
All right, we'll drop the URL for that in the chat in a minute. Yeah, it's really good. I noticed it's had like over 300 views so far, so that's pretty good, isn't it? For you?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was hoping it'd be in the thousands already, but whatever.
Okay, well,
I think it might even be a bit of a slow burn. Like it'll gain momentum.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. Anyway, but the more everyone can do to big it up, the better. Yeah, we'll dig the URL out in a minute, and you can always tweet it or whatever it's called these days. Yeah, just looking on TradingView, this offer's got 2 days left to run, so yeah, I might have to get on track with that. Look, I was going to just talk briefly about what I've been looking at, and then we can do some property after that.
Also worth mentioning, sorry, just as we're at the start of it, it's a bit of a Quadzilla update coming up as well. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay, right. Talking of Quadzilla, let me just get rid of that thing there, and then right. So if I turn off Quadzilla, right, that's what a normal chart looks like, and with Quadzilla, it looks like this, which will load slowly on my very slow internet connection. So the most useful things it gives you, well, it's all useful actually, but you get this momentum oscillator down here, which has this thing we call a convergence band here. This shows you if the asset's oversold or overbought. So when that goes up there over this 80% line, that's when you start to see the price come down, like it did here, like at 7 o'clock last night. Woof, came down once we achieved our clarity, and down it came. And it's got other little visual things to give you an idea about that. This is the 1 hour time frame, by the way. So for example, back here on Sunday, we had a lovely rise up there to sort of 82.5k, and then not only did we get this red bar here, we got this little red arrow there, which is called a super down arrow, which means the price is going to come down. And we actually got that like 7 o'clock in the evening. The price did come down, but then it sort of woofed down quite massively later on that night. So that's all really good. Now up in the top pane, it's got things like these. Actually, I'm going to get rid of these two little green lines because they're nothing to do with it. Just something I was playing with. So up here, we've got these amazing sort of retracement levels here, which, the price usually tends to come towards, and, does things like what it did here, where it comes to get down and goes one for like that. And it's also got these EMAs, which are EMAs that I've been playing with for a few years now. They're actually borrowed from Eric Crown's idea, where you've got a 5, 9, 21, and 55 EMA. I just find those values just work amazingly well, and that's kind of what makes Quadzilla work as well. It's part of the puzzle, if you like. And what we look for generally is the crossing of these yellow 21 and green 55 EMAs has been like a real strong signal that the trend is changing. So obviously, the higher time frame you're looking at this on, the more the more stronger, I suppose, the idea is. So on the daily time frame, we did see a cross of these. Oh, look, there's rockets and everything. So we did see a cross of these on. Is that really when it was? Yeah, it's a daily time frame. I thought it was. Oh no, sorry, it's here, wasn't it? Right. So we did see a cross of these in April, in the middle of April, and they crossed bullish, which is great. So since then, the price has been going up. So what I tend to do is I tend to look at the next sort of significant time frame above that. So I've been keeping my eye on the 2-day time frame for a while now, because these things were getting very, 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 very close, and indeed they did actually cross on Wednesday. So that is now bullish. Now that doesn't mean go 100x long now, but it means like it's quite likely that the price will have a general trend to the upside for a bit. It doesn't mean we're not going to get pullbacks. If you look at when it did this in the past, so say here back in April 2025, is that the last one? Hang on, that one was bearish. This one was bullish. Yeah, okay. So actually it wasn't April, it was May 2025, so about a year ago. They crossed bullish, and what happened then, we were here, the price actually went sideways for a little bit, and then it started to go up, sort of thing. So that could happen like it happened there. If we look at one before, you see they don't happen that often. This bit here was a little bit confusing. Now this is also possible because this was like flipping backwards and forwards quite a lot during 2024. As was I, but let's ignore that because that's a bit flippy floppy, isn't it? This one's a good one though. This one here. So this one actually, it was actually fairly bullish, sort of around about 2023, and then it kind of had a bit of a dip in August 2023, and then it came back good here. So I suppose that's not your classic sort of thing like what we're seeing at the moment, but nevertheless, that was October 2023, when the price of Bitcoin was down at 27.5K. Amazing. So obviously we went from there up to the all-time high. So at the moment, I'm feeling fairly bullish overall. Now, why aren't I feeling super bullish? Well, that is because on the daily time frame, you might have noticed we did actually get a super down signal there. That actually happened about a week ago. Now, if you look at when they've happened in the past, it doesn't always mean disaster. Sorry, do you want to say something?
No, I was grunting in agreement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this one here, for example, in June last year, the price did actually drop. I mean, that's probably like a significant drop as well. It's it was about 10%. So there is that sort of thing there. And if you look at this one here, that was in December 2024. This was quite a big drop. So although the EMAs were looking sort of bullish, the super down came along, and the price pulled back 16%. Actually, I suppose if you go down to there, it came down a hell of a lot more, actually. So consequently, I haven't a bloody clue what's going to happen. So
Right.
That's just what you came here for, wasn't it?
Not good if I know, mate. Yeah.
Well, and then you start to look at things like, oh, these retracement levels, and this is still on a daily time frame, and like, this retracement level here, even if that stops, by the way, it just means it stops.
I was going to say, you should probably, I mean, I'm considering just kind of just increasing the default of that, because if only just for that one specific retracement level, just so it's by default it reaches its target, because it just stops plotting after a certain number of bars.
It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I mean, when I want to see that or want to demonstrate something, I just tend to stick a 0 on the end, which I think is a little bit too much, actually.
Yeah, because you lose a lot of other levels popping up then.
I mean,
just nudge the level up a bit. I think it's maybe just a bit too low, like 500 or 480 or something like that.
Let's go for 500. Because I notice we see quite a lot where it's just not quite long enough.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that'll still be the case. That'll probably always be the case, no matter what number it's set at. But in this case, these are so visible, aren't they?
Things can never be long enough. But
it's true. It's the way of things. Yeah.
So you see, for example, this one here, back this is a bearish one. So obviously, what you're looking for here is a price to go back up there. I mean, it did do it. It did do it over the space of. I mean, my God, that was. Sorry. Oh, okay, that was over the space of 824 days, but it did. But it did nevertheless go back up there. So that was cool. So that one has done that. This one here has started to form there at 68,800. That kind of price. So I don't know. I think there's I think both of these will get reached at some point, but whether it goes like that or it goes like that and then that, who knows?
Very much. Yeah. You could if you put on the retracing channels, that actually it tends to give a bit more of a read on that as well.
Okay. So if we go to here and show retracement channels, okay, those are off by default at the moment. So you need to turn them on if you want to see them. Can you see those? Because I can't. I think I've turned them on. No.
There, I think. Let me just check on this.
I was fiddling with it. Let me turn up.
Just make them really vibrant. Yeah.
Oh, what have we done there? Oh, there you go. Right. Okay. So these are maff's magic retracement channels, and these are really strange because what happens is when you've got a bearish retracement up there and they've got a bullish one down there, is this midline seems to be significant. So you can see at the moment we're just sort of like on top of it. You can see in the past, keep doing that. You can see in the past, for example, this one here, the price came down, sort of, used that as support. That was good. I mean, some it ignores completely, like that one there. But
well, like which one? I would be tempted to dispute that. I think because if you look at that, look how on the right, that liquidity.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that is true.
Accumulation, it skewers it. Do you know what I mean? Right. And it was even like so that bearish retracement level that opened up after it, the latest one, is at pretty much the same level as well. Even some of the others in further in the past, they all kind of. I mean, wow! Look at that. Those two. I think probably where your mouse cursor. Oh no, over on the left. Sorry, there's two tall ones that. So that other bullish retracement level just goes right through the center of them, through the 50%,
which is exactly where we are now. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's the tension between obviously like the upper price or the there's like passive orders above and passive orders below, probably open positions and so on that are both like trying to pull the price up and trying to pull the price down. So the level that they balance out at is that 50%, the sort of fair value level.
Yeah. So pretty cool overall. So yeah, on the smaller time frames like the 1 hour and stuff, obviously we've got other levels here that we can talk about as well. But you see here as well, you know, it's done the same kind of thing here with this mid level here on this retracement channel, you know, retracement channel. Yeah, it's come down to there, hovered around there, and now it's bounced back up again, you know, which is brilliant.
So the sort of read that gives you there is that obviously the price is up there in that sort of premium zone. So so a confirmed breakdown would obviously be if it breaks down below that, and then you'd expect it. There'd be a high probability then that it's going to come down to the green, the bullish retracement level. But until it does that, it's not really confirmed. So sure enough, that one just bounced off that level and headed back up. You could kind of see that anyway with the higher lows that it was showing while it was kind of straddling that fair value level.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway,
so what I was going to say, there's a similar thing. So on the, I think was it on the daily where you're looking at that and thinking like, is it going to go up to that one or down to that one? So you can kind of get a read from that. Was it this one? Yeah,
that's the daily.
Yeah, was this where you were saying that? I think so. So like, what's it going to do next? Is it going to head up or head down? So again, you can kind of look at it as confirmation that if it breaks below that 50% line and probably closes below it, you know, then you'd expect it to head back down. If it stays above it, starts to lift up and away from that 50% level, then it expects it to go up to the bearish level.
Absolutely. Just before I hand it over to you, I was just going to. I'm just wondering for the pattern people. I'm just wondering if that all chart pattern things does anything interesting. No, it doesn't. Nothing at all.
Oh. What about on the 4 hour? I wonder.
Oh, okay.
A bit, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's done a double top there, and that's that's giving two targets, one up and one down. So if we put Quadzilla back on, I wonder if that agrees at all. Okay. Well, I suppose this target down here that would coincide with that retracement there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A bit, yeah. And also this bearish one up here would coincide with that one. So it's really weird, isn't it? How you know there are we're going to start talking about skinning cats again and something disgusting like that. You should never skin your cat, by the way. It's a terrible thing to do. But yeah, there's certainly more than one way to interpret results, really. But I mean, you know, looking at patterns, there's that as well. But yeah, so at the moment, I still don't know. But I mean, nobody does, do they? So anyway, so
it's basically it's all about scenarios, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think essentially when it comes down to it, getting a confirmation of one way or the other.
Yeah. Anyway,
is the thing.
Let's just
save with crypto. Justify your thumbnail.
Right. So the thumbnail obviously was about the Clarity Act thing that happened yesterday, or something happened. Did you watch any of it?
No. I was just completely. I was blissfully oblivious to it and just
nice. That's
offline,
probably the way to be. God, it was so dull. It was like I didn't watch it all. I just watched a little bit, but consequently, you know, the price had a nice little pump through it. So yeah, I did a couple of little trades actually. I was actually already in a long that wasn't very good, so I got out of that with a bit of profit, and then I did a little short going down. I didn't hold it for long enough, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what though, I don't know if he's here, but Mr. Delta, it turns out that $1,000 he had, what it actually was, it's one of those things where you get $20 bonus, and you can only use it on a 50x leverage trade. So it's actually a $1,000 position thing, and all you get to do is just to choose long or short. So he actually, and it was only Ethereum as well. So he actually went short on Ethereum round about the time of the Clarity thing yesterday, and then he closed it this morning, making 112% profit, which was about $20, but nevertheless, it was free money actually. So that was with an exchange called ByBit, who I tried to apply to be an affiliate for this morning, and their form doesn't work. So
that's good. Yeah.
So I've kind of
maybe it's an intentional barrier, so only the really, really determined get through to an affiliate.
So if anyone from ByBit is watching this, then get in touch with us, because I like giving away free money. So that'd be quite a good thing to do, really.
Yeah. But anyway, just a very quick thing. Sorry. So we're basically co-streaming today to both the Save With Crypto channel on YouTube and the Maftopia channel, and currently bloody nobody is watching on the Maftopia channel. Everyone's watching Save With Crypto on YouTube and X. Just going to say, if you wouldn't mind just looking
as they should.
Yeah, I mean, it is your thing, isn't it? But yeah, so yeah, if anyone wouldn't mind just opening up the Maftopia stream in a different tab and just let it run, that'd be highly appreciated.
Yeah. I actually wonder if that's a YouTube thing, I mean, it seems to work okay on X. If we stream to both of those, they both seem to get traffic. But
yeah,
with this, it seems black and white. Like you just seem to get nothing.
Yeah, and it kind of knows which one is the main live stream, I think.
Yeah,
and the other one it's like starvation, isn't it? Essentially.
Yeah, and I know, when we had when I was doing the stuff on the Stonksy channel, because I had the StreamYard thing there. So I tried one day. I tried streaming to my channel and Stonksy at the same time, and the same thing happened. I got 0 views on my channel, not even one, not even one person. So I don't know if that's a good idea, but anyway, go and watch some Maftopia stuff when you've finished here, of course. And, definitely watch.
I'm just trying to get the number of watch hours up, because I think when it gets to a certain point, I can, well, obviously get more people watching and maybe monetize it at some point, but in a lightly done sort of non-obnoxious.
Steal my viewers, will you? No, but are you getting there with your watch hours? Yeah, you must be getting there, surely, before you can.
Well, I went through a bit of a lull in actually putting out videos, because I was doing a bit of a reset and thinking, what the hell is this channel actually about? Because I obviously tried various formats and things, and nothing was quite working as I wanted it to. So, but now it's starting to build it up again. Still got a long way to go, I think, by the end of this year at the current rate, but I'll get there. But hoping it'll accelerate in any case. Let's should we have a quick look through the comments and then we do some TA?
Yes, of course.
So notice a few people have jumped over to Maftopia now, so thank you for that. Well, the view account went up, so I think people are doing it in a separate tab, which is ideal, Okay. See. Scotty. Well, I don't know why. Is this where we have to identify the song?
I think I knew that, actually.
All right. I got the feeling something ain't right. I'm so scared, so I'm saying a prayer. Thought it was Madonna.
Stuck in the middle with you. That's stuck in the middle with you. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the oink. My trade's losing, so I'm starting to swear. Drat and double drat, I think. Right. Oh yeah. Oh, it continues. Okay. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Thank you for the musical opening to that. Hi, yes, I'm on time, and the music bit before it starts. Yeah, nice one. And so you got your just in time for the. Actually, it's a fairly smooth start this morning. Today, isn't it? Didn't really. There were no potential. I thought there were going to be hiccups, but it wasn't too bad at all.
It was looking that way because I'm on my other computer at the moment, but my normal one I use, I started the StreamYard up and it started just doing that, buffering thing, and God, yeah. Actually, I'll tell you, my mate, Mr. Delta, he ordered like Starlink a few weeks ago, and apparently it's on the way, but he's going to move. It's going to move from his flat to his girlfriend's place. So for a while, he's going to have his Starlink sitting around doing nothing. So he said he'd lend it to me while he's not using it. So I might give that a go in a week or so. And,
okay, is that where you have to climb up the tree that's in your backyard or something?
I'm not going to climb up that because it's about 100 meters high. But I was thinking actually, if I could probably, there's like a porch bit at the front of the house, and there's a little roof there.
All it needs is a line of sight, isn't it?
I know. I just want to avoid that big tree, you see. So I'm pointing to it, but you can't see it. But it's huge. It's huge. But I'm actually thinking if that's on the little roof there on the porch, that's going to be quite good because then that can point up there, and then the lead can come in through my bedroom window or something. So yeah, might work. Anyway, might be good to test it out anyway. And see how it works.
Aussie,
I might
lads.
Sorry, what?
Go on. You're going to say
Aussie. Good eye.
Good eye. We'll check it out. Thank you. Oh yeah, that was for the Angine de Poitrine video on Maff.
Yeah, we need to get the URL.
Do check it out. It's a good one. It's a bit of a long video. It's about half an hour. But I thought I might even put out a like in a week or two, put out like a much abbreviated kind of 5 or 6 minute version, condensed with the key parts. Might be worth it. But like put it out as a separate video. Firewatch, hello. Afternoon. Is it Friday again so soon? Friday. So well, hey, yes, it is. I lose track of whether Friday is a good day or a bad day. Because in a sense it's good, it's a weekend, but in another sense, bloody hell, that's another week just flown by.
Gone out of
where did it go? Yeah. Anyway, keep an eye on ICP getting into oversold territory. What is ICP? As in Internet Computer Protocol?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Kaz, the EMA 2155 crosses and movement on my new fave thing. They're very decent, actually. Backed up by crossing of EMA. EMA 5 and 9 on higher time frames sometimes.
Nice.
Let's have a look.
Nice.
Check it out.
And do remember there are alerts for all that as well in Quadzilla. So yeah.
All the crossing up and the crossing down and so on. Coupled up with the ST, one for crossing above. Excuse my ignorance. What's this?
I think she means
stochastic. Yeah.
Stochastic one.
So in Quadzilla, the momentum crossing above 85 and below 15, helping loads. Yeah. Nice. I'd kind of forgotten that you discovered that, because that's actually that really works. So we should definitely return to that, actually. Aussie, good to see the Clarity Act passed. Now it's gone to the Senate, then Trump to sign off. So is it a surefire thing through the Senate? It's like, it's in the bag. Or is there still, potential snafu type of thing that could happen there? I'm not sure. So who mainly controls the Senate at the moment?
I don't know.
So Scotty, that's what I love about you guys. If you don't know something, you openly admit it. Do we though? I don't know. So see what I did there. You don't act arrogant or obnoxious like other YouTube crypto bros. You know who I'm talking about. Well, save, obviously. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, today I'm going to do a $100 million short on Bitcoin, and
yeah, exactly. And there's going to be we still need to do the Timex giveaway, don't we?
Yeah.
We do need to sort that out.
Yeah, I might use some of my eBay winnings from selling my vinyl to actually buy a second-hand Timex.
Yeah. So I think we should do that just from Monday. We'll set up a Timex giveaway.
Yeah. What we can do to win it though? What it's got to be.
It was going to be like a randomly selected thing, isn't it? You just have to post a comment. Probably post a comment in the video rather than the chat, and make sure you liked. So you have to be liked and subscribed. You have to be liked. You have to be popular in the schoolyard. And then we just randomly choose one, I think. Also probably have to be in the Discord. You have to join the Discord.
Yeah.
We just, because it's such a crap prize, we just pile in a whole bunch of totally unreasonable demands to be eligible.
I actually think I think you should be using one of our exchange links, actually, like Bitunix or something. And then what they can do to identify themselves, they can post their UID or something like that, and we'll pick it from the UID, and then we'll make sure you're actually using the exchange. Otherwise, you'd be disqualified, and we'll keep going on with the giveaway for weeks and weeks afterwards, possibly even years.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works, isn't it? That's how it's done. Okay, so a rare second-hand vintage Timex wristwatch, in probably not like as new or indeed very good condition. It'll be acceptable to good condition.
Yeah.
In acceptable condition, could be yours if you tune in on Monday, and we'll figure out what the hell the thing is going to be. Actually, sorry, did I miss one? Oh no, that was that. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm jumping right. Everyone's probably getting epileptic fits now with all the flashing for messages. I was just going to say that the not knowing what the hell is going to happen with the price is the thing. So because as you pointed out, no one really knows, but it's very much just, as I was saying before, we kind of try and look at it in terms of scenarios and confirmations and things like that, which is obviously just how it should be done, I think. So Aussie, as of May the 15th, the Crypto Clarity Act has passed. In a 15-9 vote. Ooh, okay, not unanimous, but yeah. Has not yet passed the full Senate or even been signed into law. It's moving forward to full Senate vote, and then reconciliation with the House version. Lots of negotiating taking place. Only in Thailand. And so I know it's an unpleasant topic, but Vietnam as well. I mean, I kind of saw a bit of that. I was over there a few years ago.
What do they do with them?
Well, eat them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could go into that a bit, but probably shouldn't. Senator Elizabeth Warren was such an angry old man. Yes, it is. Streaming both now in live. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well done.
And,
is it all echoey? I bet it is.
Probably is, yeah. So it's not so much just stereo sound now as surround sound. You need to just beef up the woofer, I think, to get the full effect. Done on mute, obviously, so not bombarded by your voice. Okay, that's the sensible way to do it. Yeah, and it was painful watching Senator Warren speak. Yeah, and another thing. Yeah. So shall I pause for a minute so you can just copy that and type in those letters into your computer?
No, there's no. It's in the chat. I can pin it if you like. Let me do that. Hang on. Right.
Okay.
That is
in 6 months. It'll be Christmas again. Oh, okay. that's a really good point. I feel sad now. Time is flying by.
It'll be November the 15th.
Well, give or take. Yeah.
No, in 6 months' time, it will be November the 15th. There's no doubt about it. But
in 7 months, it'll feel as if only 6 months has gone by, because time goes by. Time is accelerating. Don't tease me with the watch giveaway. Absolutely.
I'm going to have to get one that's water resistant, because the one I had when I was 8 years old, it used to say on it quite proudly, water resistant. It wasn't waterproof. It was like water resistant.
Yeah.
So I think you could briefly put your wrist in the washing up bowl and it'd be all right, you know.
Yeah. Just saying, you know what I meant. Yeah, that got you. So should do some TA. I'm gonna have to finish soon. We'll probably ought to get on and do that.
Where did the time go? Okay, so it is.
I know, right?
It's time for this.
Jolly good. So that, of course, was Quadzilla gyrating on the screen, and we might mention Quadzilla once or twice during the live stream. I'm not sure, but yes, there's that. And do I mention this? We've talked so much about this already, but maybe, yeah, I clicked on it. Oh, I clicked on it now. So you know, so basically, yeah, over at Maftopia, that's the video. Angine de Poitrine, how microtones hack your flow state, music theory, deep dive. Go check it out. It's showing us 391 views, but in the YouTube stats that I've got is already over 400. So I'm hoping that's going to accelerate a bit. I think it ought to, you know. So oh yeah, okay. This is for Firewatch, I think. Was it you, Firewatch, who's asking about the stats thing yesterday? So essentially, so in fact, there's also there's that as well. That was the thing that I think you were asking for, Save, weren't you? With the super ups and super downs. So just trying that. See how it looks. Maybe I'll do that first, and then I'll come to the stats, because this is a bit more visually obvious, I think. So trying those out with the super ups and the super downs being up here rather than down here.
I do like that.
Yeah. So tempted to keep it. So because potentially this is going to be a release that would go out over the weekend, but maybe just give it a little bit of time for people to react either positively or negatively in the Discord. So, because I don't think we'd be able to do this as an option, just because of the thing where we're up against the ceiling limit of the plot series and things. So it's going to be one or the other, and then we're all kind of stuck with it. Then
shall I do a poll now to
yeah, sure,
ask? Yeah. So what we're going to call it, the I know, it's all right.
The superposition. Yeah.
Don't confuse them.
Quantum physics is just instantly confusing. It's just how it is. Okay. Well, Kaz is saying, I defo prefer them at the bottom. They get lost in the chart.
Oh no.
There's always one, or maybe there's always several. I don't know. So okay.
Right. So right. Right. I think that should work. Right. So
Look at that. I mean, this is on the 30-minute. Look at that pivot just there. Just kind of worked its way along, and it kind of just became resistance there, just back up to the exact same level. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? And then finally broke above it. So with that, we kind of expect maybe the price to come back down and interact with that again, whether it kind of bounces and drops, but dead cat bounces and drops through, or did I say dead bat? No, yeah, it was dead cat. So dead skinned cat bounce and then kind of drops through, or bounce back up. It could do a kind of a double bottom kind of thing in up. So I suppose we shall see. So I think Kaz is also saying, like you had some other parts before on the chart that you moved for that reason. Maybe the little triangle. Yeah. Oh, the little triangles. Yeah, they were part of the retracements. I think I remember removing those because they were a bit kind of cluttery. They were cluttering things up and confusing people, me included. And B, they didn't really work. So in either case, they're long gone. The super signals are a bit different. I mean, I'm also just kind of wondering if maybe we ought to think about separating this out, making it a suite of indicators, so that we can have things like options for these and just generally separate it out in a meaningful way. So you can have the parts that you find useful. You can kind of pick and choose. Then depends what how people feel about having to bring in more than one Quadzilla indicator to get all the features. So anyone who's got a license will have all, the full suite, all of the things. But so we've been talking about that for quite a while. I haven't rushed to do it because it is quite a big step. But yeah, so no, we want to work together. Is all these useful.
Okay. Can somebody else vote on the poll besides Kaz? Because at the moment she's winning 100%. I'm going to vote. Hang on, can I vote?
I might vote as well. To be honest.
Which way are you going to vote? Or was that? Are you going to keep that to yourself?
I can't be bothered to open another tab, to be honest. But I don't know. Just I do remember looking at this before, and it's the I do remember looking at this before and thinking, well, it's nice up there, but they kind of belong down there because it's part of this. Because it was when we were doing the whole separation of concerns, really. So things to do with momentum are down here, things to do with trend are up here.
Okay.
So that breaks that by putting them up there. That was the reason that I didn't originally put them up there or move them up there.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I think so. If I was just saying, I think it's the trend shield triangles. We've definitely still got those. Just don't know where they are. Oh, there you go. There's some. So they're still around. They weren't up here before, ever. But I think that was part of the confusion, because the retracement triangles appearing up here were just like the trend shield triangles. That there was much confusion about that. So they're gone in any case. I voted for them on the chart, but only because the reason just stated, which was this. I don't mind where they are, however they can sometimes be lost by the little. Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah, I was taking totally out of context there. Yeah, sometimes they're lost by the trend shield triangles. I think you're right You're right, actually, yeah, because they're similar shapes, and it's that interesting. It's good. It's like a sort of Friday afternoon, or Friday lunchtime discussion on the indicator, isn't it? It's quite like it. Really. So it's I wouldn't say it's a democratic discussion indicator, but then again, you've set up a vote, a poll, haven't you? So maybe it is. I'm trying. This is Speaker's Corner, isn't it? Where people are kind of doing whatever they do, like shaking their fist. And I say to you, blah 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 blah. So no, they aren't lost. Is a much bigger, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being a bit selfish because it's when I'm demonstrating things, I always always want to make it clear what I'm looking at. So I kind of, it'd be nice if they were separate from the thing, but I can see why they are down the bottom, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. After the thing. So today, yeah. Sorry. When I said I was going to have a think, I probably shouldn't have then started thinking and then just gone silent.
Okay. For 5 minutes.
Yeah. How long is it? It needs a Jeopardy music, doesn't it? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Anyway, so TA, should do some TA. Oh no, sorry. Very quickly, and then we'll have like probably 5 minutes of TA by the time we get to that stage. So the stats, this is for Firewatch, and also I think this is a good improvement, to be honest. So that this will be released rather soon. So stats model. If I go to the super up down, you notice here we've now got this super up down stop out %, and it explains it. If the price initially moves in the wrong direction by this %, that's set, the simulated position is stopped out, and so counts as a fail. So the default is 1%, which is probably a bit generous. So in other words, because on here, the half-hour chart, say if there's a super down, which can there with that one, because it's really talking about the start of the candle, which is just there. The price, well, I suppose in fact there the price did kind of go down, but I was going to say like after that it kind of went up again. So, but it starts to show these on the candle close. So that one would have been stopped out, in fact, because that immediately went back up. But say if what I was going to say was just like a drop of 1% on this chart is all the way down there. That's like from 81.5 down to 80. So it's nearly. Well, no, it's actually over. It's $1,100. $1,100, $1,100. That the price could kind of. Sorry, it'd be the other way, wouldn't it? Because if it gets stopped out, if it went too far this way, up to 1%. There was one. Come on, yeah. That. So from 81.3 up to 82.1. Yeah, so that's about $800. So in other words, if the price went all the way up there to just below that 1% move in the wrong direction, then came down, that would count as a success. So that maybe is a little bit generous stats wise. So now you can adjust it. So and also it's not just a case of allowing the deciding whether to make the stats look good or not or whatever. It's you can actually use it for the trading stuff. Like if you're looking for a chart time frame to trade on where the super signals work best. So you could actually say, yeah, I want to be able to enter a short or a long based on these signals. but I don't want my stop. I don't want to have to place my stop loss more than some percent or other away from the open. So in which case, coming down to here, you could. So yeah, you could say that, make that 0.5% rather than 1%. So on here with the 1%, this is doing very well. Like 90% of the bearish, like the super downs are successful. 87% of the bullish, the super ups are successful. But if we make that 0.5, comes down quite a lot, I think. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's probably more like it. I think that's more reflective of kind of what we see with the super ups and downs, and it's going to vary by time frame as well. So like 71% of the super downs are successful if we allow for a 0.5% stop loss, or versus like 67% for the super ups. Like if we went to say the daily, then on there, of course, on the daily, it's like 0.5% is a ridiculous setting. Like what the hell? Because like 0.5% on here is, oh god, it's almost off the chart, isn't it? Can't even really see how much that is. It's like it's that. So the price would only need to move like that amount to be stopped out. So that wouldn't be a good trade. So you'd adjust it then. So on the daily, you could just sort of scrolling a bit slowly. Like for example, if you put that back to 1%, which on this higher time frame is more reasonable, then it goes to like 41.18. Even 1% on here is like a bit kind of unreasonable, I think, for opening it, because if you talk about opening a swing trade position on here, so whereas if it that one, if it was more like, I don't know, 3%, you get slightly better results. That yeah, that's probably about right, as long as it's above 50, then so yeah, those sorts of things are kind of useful for that. I'm also going to find that quite useful, because I do think we can put a bit more computation or whatever into the super signals. So I think that there's a bit of room for improvement. They're supremely good for certain things, but when you take them to certain charts and timeframes, not so much. So it's kind of on my radar, I suppose. So yeah, anyway, so that feature shall be with you soon, I think, hopefully in a few days. So yeah,
okay.
That's funny. I was kind of lecturing to you about increasing those, and that on here it's wrong as well. Let me just increase that. Did you say 500 for that?
That's what I put it on. Yeah.
Yeah, that does it. Can you use a decimal? You certainly can. So, question. Oh, sorry. Let's check. That update will be very useful, but I might have to redo all my spreadsheets. No, sorry. Question, please. When calculating the gain, at what point does it end? The rule states when it retraces, but what does that mean exactly? It's basically it keeps going. It keeps tracking that particular position until the price comes back down to that same level, essentially. So like over here, it would be tracking that, boink, stops tracking that at that level. And within that, it would say, okay, it got all the way up to there. That was its highest, that was its peak. So that, if you see what I mean. So this one would have started really kind of there at that level. So it would have said, oh, hey, yeah, this one was a win of like 15.63%, and it took 52 days. I mean, yeah, we're on the daily chart, but so you get the idea. So, and then it only actually adds that into, if I remember, I think it only actually adds that into the stats once it's completed. I think, I can't remember which one, or it might be dynamic. So, unlike the retracement stats, I think these, now I think about it, yeah, I think these are actually counted. They're added immediately into the stats, but each one updates until it's closed. I think so. Okay, and oh no, Firewatch, I hope not. If that's spreadsheet, but more importantly, are your spreadsheets color coded? Well, they ought to be. Could you not get to the old Claude Code thing? I wonder if getting the stats. That's something we could maybe chat about, and then we could do a video on it as well. We could kind of vibe code a Claude Code thing that just uses TradingView MCP to get the stats you need and populate your spreadsheet. Maybe, yeah, because that'd be pretty neat. Cheers, have a great weekend. Oh, you going? Are you? Sorry. Yeah, you have a great weekend as well, sir. Thanks for being around and putting up with us and so on.
Yeah.
And okay, so I never did any TA after all that. We've got two minutes left. I think should we quickly do some. I wanted to have a quick look at this one. It's all going to be like maybes and therefores and so on. Anyway, don't really know what's going to happen. So let's look at scenarios, shall we? So yeah, I've put in the retracement channels here just because. Okay, yeah. So on the daily, and so. Oh, this is exactly what you were looking at before, isn't it? I just realised. There's that. So in fact, what shall I do? Yeah, yeah. We already looked at that earlier on, so I won't repeat all of that. Let's instead go to the weekly. Where did my range drawings go? Did I just put them somewhere else? Bit worried now. Did I delete them again? Or did maybe TradingView just, I can blame TradingView. That's what I'll do. Yeah, god damn it. I have to draw them all in again.
Is it on a different layout or something?
Maybe. Has it cloned the chart thing? Back to Quadzilla 172 on here. Weekly. In which case. Oh, there they are. That's weird. It freaked me out for a moment. So let's switch ye off for a moment. And yeah, so I wanted to quickly return to this because we're obviously approaching the weekly close. Well, in a couple of days, but you know what I mean. Oh, has the price actually come up and touched the daily 200 SMA by any chance?
Looks like it.
Wow. So all right. Let's going to switch to the daily for a second. Do that. Yesterday. Oh no, it actually hasn't. It's just I think on the weekly, it obviously TradingView obviously paints out with very big, splashy, broad brushstrokes. So, whereas on the daily, you can kind of see a bit more clearly that it's come up. It teased, didn't it? It was like just below the 200 daily. So I don't think that really quite counts just yet. Because really, to reach that, it needs to be kind of more like the price actually gone slightly above it, in some just indisputable kind of way. Whereas it's kind of using that as as resistance at the moment, all the way down, trying to reach it further away this time. There's still time left in the day for something to happen there. So, because obviously the significance with the 200 daily is that every kind of 4-year cycle so far, after the bullish cycle high, the bull cycle high, there's been a rally afterwards, and the price comes up and touches the 200 daily, and then drops down into the dark night or whatever. So that wasn't a Batman reference. I'm not sure what it would mean anyway. But yeah, so and then down. So, but if I go back to the weekly for that, and I've just got the order blocks on this. I'll switch this off for now. Yeah. So talked about this kind of tweaked price range pattern that I put in here yesterday. And so the thing was that from the all-time high, the bull cycle top, price dropped 36%, then kind of ranged, recovered a bit, up some number or other, then just dropped another 36%, then is in the process of ranging, recovering, different shape, because like here there's very much this kind of like that missed. That's right. There's that, then kind of bear flag continuation pattern thing. Then again, impulse move down, doink. For a while it was doing that, wasn't it? Like it had fought, just it's forming a fairly solid support level. But now it's kind of like starts to do that. So I don't know if that really counts as a continuation pattern still. But in any case, something to keep in mind, and especially how close we are to that level now. So if it dropped from, well, I suppose from its highest level in this move down to another 36%, that would be down to like 52.5-ish, well, 52.7 thereabouts. But as I was saying yesterday, like if the price does break above here, comes up to one of these other levels, whether it's kind of that, use the inaccurate line, and or even so that one's around about 87. Be a bit surprised we got it to 110 or thereabouts. Maybe it's there. Could get up into the 90s. A bit of liquidity there, just about. So in any case, we might then see another 36% drop at least. I think it'd be at least 36% in this case. From there, we should take it down to. Well, nice. I was pointing at the screen. See, can't see that. Down to like 55, just under 56, really. Or this one, we take it down to 62.5. So in either of those cases, excuse me, think if that happens, then that wouldn't mark out the just the bear market bottom. I think there'd be more. There'd be another move like this to come from there. So like, will it allow me to do this? Yeah. So like wherever that landed, there's a pure, like hypothetical, just for illustrative purposes now, rather than actual numbers. But like there could be some additional rally again. If it followed the pattern of like that was only 20%, that was 30%, maybe that 40%. What the hell, up to there, you never know. And then kind of like another one of these from that top. Like, then that's probably a bit more like it, isn't it? 49, 50K, which we tend to see as a bit of like, that's probably where the market cycle low is going to be. And that would be around about October also, roughly that. So there's that aspect of it, not forgetting actually that if I bring in the Bitcoin cycle highs and lows indicator, what got vibe coded on this channel, then that kind of tells us not a lot, because I need to go into the settings. That yeah, so at the moment it's making no predictions. It's just like a handy thing. So it's got hardwired into it, just like, you know, the previous cycle highs and lows. If you search in TradingView for Bitcoin cycle highs and lows, it got a bit of a strike from TradingView because there was, I think the wording in it, it said check it out or something, and so they knocked it off. So it's still there, but I could probably put the link into the Discord or into the chat or something. But
I don't think that works, you know, if you do that.
If you do what?
If you put the link there, do you want to try it? Because I don't think think that works. I don't think that worked actually.
I think
do it later if you're worried about it.
Get to it. What are we going to do? Sorry, I forgot. Is there like what am I doing? Sorry, just thinking. This might be the unpublished. Let's go to Bitcoin cycle highs and lows. God damn it! I'm so annoyed with that, because they don't actually give a particular recourse to be able to sort of fix the thing they've objected to, because they don't allow you to edit the description.
I don't
so
think
it's like, no, so in other words, but just stuffed. We'll just have to republish it as a new indicator, which is really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, back when Quadzilla was called the Quad Rotation, whatever, you know, I published it about 6 times before I got one that would actually stay there, you know.
Yeah.
And,
okay. Yeah.
So I've got all like dead
versions. Let's do it. Yeah. I'll take the hit on that. So in fact, so I'll do that over the weekend actually. So yeah, I'll republish it with all the sort of problematic words removed. I'll try and maybe add some new ones, but probably not consciously. You know? So like TradingView or a bunch of something like that. So yeah. So anyway, on this for the time being, then. So if I had one prediction, doink, then this is saying. So at the moment, it's on quite. Because you can choose how it predicts things. It's on the initial slightly naive predictor things. I might, if I republish this, I'll also make those start with the ones that are a bit more plausible. You know, so that's suggesting the next low would be 17th of October, and it would reach $28. But what it's based on for the price is just what was a previous cycle percent move, and then it just says, oh, if it's the same again, it'll be that. But that's a bit too simplistic, I think. So yeah, that previous percent move, literally the previous bear or bull cycle's previous gain loss. Or you could choose average, which is a geometric average of all the previous bear or bull cycles, price multipliers, diminishing gains, and Fibonacci extension decay, which is, just cut to the chase on that. Choose that one. Also, if we make it not ignore the 2011 cycle, because I think it's, even though that first cycle was a bit crazy, it's actually still valid. I think it is kind of required to get an accurate result on this. So anyway, with that, yeah. So we're now kind of looking at actually also that, sorry, weighted average, 28th of September. I'm changing these because I don't believe them. That's the wrong way to do it, isn't it? Previous bar count takes it to 17th of October. To us, for the date, that's probably as good as a thing as any other. It seems more likely. But weighted average of all of the previous bear market lengths takes it to 28th of September, and with the Fibonacci extension decay, just under $40,000. potential low. So using the kind of, I suppose it was like a slightly fudged for illustrative purposes only. It's almost like a fractal thing, isn't it, really? But just that. Then so if that indicator is suggesting, sorry, one sec. Oh, okay, yeah, it's on a different chart. This doesn't have the price history on this particular chart to go back, so I'll hide that from it. And yeah, so that anyway, the indicator was suggesting about 40k, isn't it? And then with this, you can see how you could kind of like wrangle this a bit, and it would create a very plausible scenario if and it would just come out at the same sort of number, just based on how the price has been behaving so far on each of those. So Aussie crypto confession. I thought you'd gone. Very, very glad that you're still here, by the way. Crypto confession. In 2010, we had a guy running around at work telling everyone that Bitcoin is a scam. It's not even real money. Bitcoin was $250. Then when I see him next, I want to give him a uppercut. And are you a barber? So, oi, mate, you're a barber or a boxer? What's going on? And myself for not buying. Yeah, had a bit of that with when I was kind of coding up or vibe coding getting the AI to code the indicator for me, essentially with this, because like looking at the like all the way back, thinking like, oh yeah, back then, price actually that's still quite high. Let's go back even further. 2014 even, price around that sort of price, like, and then the sort of gains. So that bull market there, it was a gain from the low to the high of 62,000%. It's just like nice work if you can get it, you know. So yeah, if I had a time machine, you know, what would I do if I had a time machine? Probably just, I don't know. I'd be more into just playing pranks and things and running away giggling if I had a time machine. I wouldn't use it to get rich. Anyway,
what would I do?
Yeah. So on that slightly surreal note, anything else to quickly cover, or are we kind of done?
I'm all right. Sorry, you got me thinking about the time machine thing. What we should say is, you know, if you had a time machine and you could only use it once.
Yeah, that makes it more interesting. So like that cuts out just like trying to test it out.
Yeah,
you just have to assume it's going to work as well.
Yeah. And
yeah, I probably would have sold it $300. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I think probably all of us would have been like, "Whoa, that was a nice little learner." You know, doesn't get better than that, etc. And I'm sure that there were a lot of people at the time who did that as well. And anyway, yes, if you'd only used a time machine once, probably exactly this. Just go back, buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
because it's like, I know I'd use it for something more like meaningful. In life, it doesn't have to be about getting rich. But then again, if you get rich, then you can afford to make sure that the other meaningful things happen anyway. You know. So,
yeah. I'd probably like to go back to 2014 and tell my wife to do a colorectal cancer test, you know, and then she might still be here, actually, because Yeah, she didn't until it was too late. Well, she never did it, but then she died.
Yeah.
So that might have been a good thing. But there again, that or buy a load of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly that sort of thing, isn't it? Because like even if you used it to get rich, like early on, and then as you know, as billionaires, you probably would have been getting all of the medical checkups and things, and things as a point of default,
Yeah.
It's so when Bitcoin is $1 million, we'll be saying the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
This actually gave a prediction for. So I'm not sure when we'd actually get $1 million. I know we're all kind of like, well, obviously hoping for it and kind of expecting it as well. I think it will happen, but so like the next, let's put it in the whole bunch. The next all-time high, according to this, assuming that one goes according to plan, would be, actually, scrunch that in a bit, would be in so 2029, July 2029, and it would be 156 US dollars. Sorry, 156,000 US dollars.
Okay.
Because it's the principle of diminishing returns, where just every cycle up to now has kind of been seen that point, and it's just that's kind of what it's probably going to be. The low after that might be 67. Then after that, if that's the case, then the next high in 33, bloody hell, significant number anyway, would only be like $165,000. So sorry, but the maths don't lie. It's the unpopular indicator. But that to me just seems plausible. But to even achieve even those all-time highs as the price kind of heads up, it's going to need the continued sort of just hype and stuff, and Cathy Woods and etc. and such people just being interviewed in sort of on high-profile TV channels or whatever, and then appearing on altcoin, clips appearing on altcoin daily and that sort of thing, saying that they believe Bitcoin is going to go to 11 billion by next week, and everyone gets frothy mouthed and buys in. So that stuff still has to happen, but obviously just the more the price heads up, the more of that kind of frothy hype is needed, isn't it, to just keep the price at a certain level. So anyway, yeah. So I feel a bit depressed now. So it's Michael Saylor. It's all Michael Saylor's fault. All of it, everything in the world. So I agree. So buy the dip. Yeah.
He's not even a real sailor, is he?
No. Yeah. Right. I think I need to wrap up there.
Okay.
Did I actually end up doing any proper TA? I don't think really.
Well, there's not a lot to say, really. I mean, it has actually been dumping a bit while you've been talking, but
while I've been yapping.
Yeah.
So very quickly.
While you've been yapping, people have lost billions. But no, they came down and they did some brilliant one minute retracement stuff.
Okay.
As it was coming down, but
I thought something was missing here. Where's Quadzilla? Oh, come back, Quadzilla. I'm sorry, Lefty. Locked in the tool shed. Okay, so wow. Okay, yeah, blimey. That's a good one. Because it's a thing with these, how obviously just the price, because that started. I suppose the whole range of that one was 3 hours 15 minutes. So that's quite good, given it's on the 1 minute chart. So saying like that the price is going to come down to this level, touch, and then head to the upside. You kind of got a bit of a double win on that one. Obviously there the price didn't quite touch it. It was within a few cents probably, but given how that was clearly kind of a reversal wick, just the way that the price plunged down, wicked a bit, and then kind of headed up. And down here, of course, we've got that super up, which is on, and the green bar, of course, because you always get those with the super up. And so it kind of headed up. So you can clearly see that that's a reversal happening just there. So that would have been a nice little long. Then so it's that one. Then the next the next bar was a red bar just there, indicating where the next reversal was. So pivot down, down, and completed that. And then so on. Obviously, it did drop below a bit there, but then headed back to the upside. So yeah, these are hitting it out of the park, as they say, as they used to say on the Stonksy channel, I guess. I noticed actually that's Dave's channel now, isn't it? The Stonksy channel.
Yeah, it's called like Meet Dave. I actually got a message from Dave this morning saying, "Hello, mate. Are you free for a call on Monday?" So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's
okay. Yeah,
another bollocking about something or something.
Well, just assume that as the default.
And what the hell have I done there?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see.
So yeah, probably just maybe to wrap up a bit. I thought we could always start doing a daily segment on like what's in Maff's specimen jar today.
Yeah,
it's tea, by the way. So today we've got it's a very nice organic peppermint tea. That's the tea bag floating, in case you're wondering what the hell that is. What's floating? What's that floating in your tea, mate? Oh, I've got a bit of a floater. And it's also it's also got
scooped it up out of the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, add a bit of flavour to that. It's healthy stuff. So, and if you're wondering why it's so cloudy, it's like, oh yeah, mate, your specimen's a bit cloudy today. What's going on there? You ought to get that checked. But it's actually apple cider vinegar, a splash just poured in. Well, actually a bit more than a splash, and also some powders. I think there's potassium was one of them, if I remember, and some other I can't remember now. Some amino acid or other that are mixed into it as well. It's lovely. Because the potassium is quite bitter, so it offsets the apple cider vinegar and it makes it roughly palatable.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. New feature that we can do in each live stream.
I just had Thai food tea, really, Yeah, there you go. Excellent. No, I liked how you left the bit in your Engine de Poitrine video of like, I went, oh yeah, there you are taking the piss.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a key moment in the video.
I also like the bit where I was plugging my fretless bass in and the jack was making horrible noises and like I've gone, oh bloody hell, and all that, and like you left all that in. It's brilliant.
Yeah. I thought it was quite important because even though it's a fun topic, it's also kind of a heavy topic overall, isn't it? So yeah, kind of needs a bit of levity in there as well.
Yeah, so do go and watch it. It's the one should be pinned in the chat actually, but I'm not sure I did it right actually. I thought I did, but anyway, it's in there somewhere. It's clickable in the chat anyway.
Yeah.
So
also just go to the Mafftopia channel. It's the latest video apart from this one showing on there. So
there you go. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So it is indeed Free Chippy Friday, so I might be doing a bit of that later on. But
yeah. Okay.
there's no chart we can look at, so
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have Quadzilla on it. I suppose we could bring it up on whatever the this image decentralized.
a deck screener. Okay.
Yeah.
If you do that, I'm gonna have to play the jingle. Shall I do it?
May as well then.
On Free Chippy Friday, we gather and munch golden fish and chips, the perfect lunch. By the seaside, with girls in a flock, we savor the moment on Chippy Watch. Chippy Watch.
Okay.
Not
And I
doing- not doing
didn't
a very good
quite
job of
manage to
going.
bring this up in time during the jingle. But so are you going to say?
So we're not doing a very good job of going, are we? You know.
No, I think this absolutely has to be the last thing. Because I was thinking about this. I mean, this is TradingView, but they do a different sort of thing when they kind of like it's not really outsourced, but they it's the opposite of source. Target, maybe they out target their charts to other websites like this.
Right.
But it's a whole different thing. It's like charting library and like advanced charting, so-called, which is a whole like toolkit JavaScript framework thing.
Right.
So like other websites like this, like Debt Screener, can just kind of use those. So, but I was kind of wondering, I might have a look at doing like the TradingView MCP thing, but for this sort of thing.
Oh right. Okay.
Potentially, and then figuring out if there's a way to kind of layer Quadzilla on top. That'd be an awful lot of effort for probably not very much gain. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say. So what are we on? Oh, and the 15 minutes going to give us a big picture, isn't it? Reset. The other thing is that I'd have to rewrite all of Quadzilla. I have to port it from PineScript into JavaScript with the charting library. But yeah, so anyway, just scrunch or something. Is that the whole thing? Going back to May 24? I suppose it is, isn't it?
I don't know actually. Yeah. Oh, hang on. 20.
Seems about right, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Yeah.
seems that they've been talking about Chippy 2.0 for a lot longer than that. What it seems like. So time overall is accelerated, but time for Chippy 2.0 to come out has decelerated. It's like slow, like very low vibrations down to this thing that takes longer than the amount of time, actual time that it fits into. So
Yeah. So meanwhile, it is
yeah,
down 98%, isn't it?
it's terrible. Well, I mean, try not to be negative about about this chart. Let's not be negative about this. Oh my god! So you know, I mean, what's happening?
So-
Sorry.
So the all-time low was actually earlier on today.
Whoa.
right?
Okay. Probably. That's a bit random. The line I've drawn in. Just trying to get a sense of what this is about, really.
So that probably does mean that we get a lot of chippy today if you buy your fish and chips.
Good point. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to go back one day because it's not like it's a well.
It isn't a dead duck, is it?
It's not, is it? But I don't know.
So is this pure buying opportunity?
Doesn't look very good, does it? But yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to draw there, but just trying to make sense of it. in a sort of, just I need Quadzilla to just help us make sense of the whole thing. So could do that. It's headed down. There you go. What am I doing? This isn't Pride Month. What's going on? So
just looks dead, doesn't it?
Yeah. So there you go. So to I mean, interestingly, that this Fibonacci level, it does sort of figure into it a bit, because I mean, it's sort of meaningful there, like that. So it's very much just headed down into that. What is that? The 5.3. Oh, there you go. Sorry, yeah, the 0.236 Fibonacci level, and it's just like ranged within that, really, that level. So for anything to happen, that's meaningful, this just like bouncing along the ground, sort of like coming up above that. It's going. So I think that level there, Chippy's been battered.
I think it's fried.
It's cooked, mate. It's cooked. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be resistance level in any case. So's that. But if they can break above those, then it has to get up to there, which would be a 1200% gain. But it's been up there, it feels like. So I saw them tweet about Chippy 2.0, I think yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's still on its way. And no one posted a reply saying, shut up. Just shut the effing flip up. It was just like, yeah. So sorry, I have to click on a thing. Okay. Yeah. It could get back up to that. It should. It just needs something to happen.
I mean, if you believed in it, you could probably make a ton of money, couldn't you? Sort of like, if you just had the balls to sort of like, I don't know, just buy like, $1,000's worth at this price or something,
If you got $1,000 to spare, then yeah.
Well, if you had $1,000 to spare, that you wouldn't mind. It would actually be one of them where, like, are you prepared to watch it go down to being worth like 20 quid or something, But I don't know, because if it does gain in popularity like it was always supposed to, I mean, you could get a monumental rise from here, couldn't you?
Yeah, because the irony is, we were talking about like, if only we had a time machine, talk about the get rich aspect of it. Maybe this is the time machine. Chippy is the future of commerce, of e-commerce.
I mean, it's unusual because it's a coin made on pump fun, but it was never meant to be a pump and dump, even though it's just dumped. So, if it does have a future, and I believe it does. I mean, they seem to have, from what I know, they've spent a bit of money and stuff on, doing stuff for it and making these NFTs or whatever it is and whatever they're doing. I mean, if that's going to go back like 1,000% or something, I mean, you could make a nice chunk of money, but I don't know. It's just so risky when you just don't know really, and as they don't speak to you more, sort of. It's a bit tricky.
We don't have the insider knowledge. That's the trouble.
Yeah, I did, but
not the insider knowledge would have done much good up until now, because like there would have been lots of bubbliness about Chippy 2.0 soon, etc., etc. So it would have been like buying there. I think this is it, guys. This is it. Don't. So, but yeah, it just. I mean, what good can be said of this? It's, I mean, yeah, it just printed an all-time low, as you said, but it's never really dropped. Well, so far, it hasn't dropped below its opening price, and it stayed like just marginally above it for all of this time.
Yeah.
So if this is the absolute bottom, because it seems to have been consistently just kind of there. So if anything, potentially like you're saying, it wouldn't have to go up very much. Like even to get it to that level there, we're talking about that's where's the percent? Sorry. Yeah, for basically 500% gain.
Yeah.
To get to there.
I'm so tempted just to, buy a bit and then just keep it separate from my other stash and literally just, just do that. If it goes up, if it doubles in price, sell it and then try and do it again.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
I mean, if we like really zoom in on it, how bouncy is it? Like on the 1 hour.
At the moment, it's not, is it? But
no, is there a lot of that that's good? Actually, let me just delete those. So yeah, on the 1 hour, so it's been like up to there, came down 18%. I mean, that's a down, obviously, but it was a good up. All the downs seem to be bigger than the ups.
Yeah.
I guess we got it there. Say if it was a perfect trade, perfect entry, and perfect exit, got it sort of up to that one. Then yeah, 18% again, up. That's there would have been 21. So I mean, obviously, non-leveraged trades. Are you talking about doing something on a slightly higher time frame? So like
maybe. I don't know. I just wish I knew more about the project. I wish wish I heard the AMAs on Thursdays or whatever. Yeah.
Are they stopped doing those?
No, I think they still do, but obviously I'm
okay.
not there.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the Telegram group is very, very sort of like low signal. It's horrible. Which, to be honest, maybe tells us a little bit about the project in any case. But anyway. Still, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It does good. Does the keyboard shortcuts? So that's kind of a thing. So from here, within that range, you could expect it to come up 17%. Is that? I think that would be a reasonable sort of level. That if it touches it, you could look at it though that it's currently been hitting kind of, well, from that low, it's kind of a lower low, isn't it? So you need to, say from there, if it gets above that level, just there, through that kind of liquidity bit on there. So from that price up to there, still be a 14% gain.
Yeah, I mean, I think our people have got the thing, so as you say, it's a lottery ticket. You never know. It literally is. Probably better than a lottery ticket, to be honest, actually. And Kaz is saying the project seems to be BS. Yeah, and Space Cat is here. Hello, Bomb Dear. And
hey,
we're just off now. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. See if I can find out. I don't know. Maybe when I speak to Dave on Monday, maybe that might shed some light on what's going on. Maybe I can ask him.
Yeah, hopefully. Because I mean, to be honest, I really don't like being so negative about this coin. It's just like we come back to it because we both really like the project. It's just so frustrating to see this when it's languishing like this. That the dev has obviously lost interest in it. I think just doesn't like to say so. Clearly. And kind of outsource the development of Chibi 2.0 and seeing the results. Saying that bitterly because I remember back in the day outsourcing kind of hit my line of work quite significantly.
I used to do that as well.
But recovered. It's all good. But
I told you, but
I was going to say people came back to kind of homegrown, as it were, contractors and things like IT stuff because they were just seeing the very, very poor results from outsourcing, just like very, very low quality code, which may have improved by now, I don't know. But anyway,
yeah, I told you my outsourcing story, didn't I? About my guy in India. I can't remember now.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, this guy was great, and he was just doing it was brilliant because I just tell him what to do, and he would just go and do it like really timely and all that, and it was helping me earn lots of money from this affiliate website that I had, and then at one point I'm sort of earning like £10,000 a month for like just doing nothing, just lying on a beach in Spain, and having him sort of like do loads of stuff for me, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think my best month was like July 2011, I think it was, and it was so good. I gave him like I can't remember what I gave him. I think I gave him like cause I used to pay him about $300 a month, or $300 a month. I think one time it was really good, and I gave him an extra $2,000, and he says, "Oh, thank you so much. That's great. Now I can afford to go back to university. Bye." And I was like, "Bollocks! That's not what I meant to happen."
Yeah.
I was trying to buy your loyalty, not just fund your college. Anyway, so that's the story, and that backfired. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're done, don't we? Sort of.
Yeah, I think so. I was just thinking I could say a few things there, but probably shouldn't. But yeah.
Well,
so
my first experience of outsourcing in India, it was mostly India that I used, was where you get a guy comes along and his name's Harry, and I was like, "Your name can't be just Harry." He said, "No, it isn't. It's Harry." Okay, right. I'd like that doesn't sound like somebody from Mumbai, does it? Sort of Harry.
Yeah.
And then I realised that they say that, well, we use them names because they're easier for like people in the West to pronounce and all that. And I said, well,
they kind of westernize their names, don't they?
Yeah. And I said, well,
they just choose a different name essentially.
Yeah, I said, well, I'm quite happy using.
It's quite considerate. I think they do that.
It's considerate, but at the same time, I can normally pronounce things in most languages, so I don't mind. Well, no, I like calling people by their proper name and trying to pronounce it how it's supposed to be pronounced. Sort of. I like doing that, and then I realised when Harry's work changed. I realised what had happened is he's called Harry because you can just. When that Harry leaves and goes and does something else, you can just put another Harry in, can't you?
Yeah,
and just
true.
And it just becomes a different person, and then it was still called Harry. Like, who's going to be Harry this week?
Just saying with Aussie, like, I think you're right. This is quite a specimen, isn't it? Just get that off to the lab. It's still warm.
You only need a little bit. You don't need 2 liters of it.
No, it's tea, by the way, just in case anyone's recently joined. They're wondering what the hell that was about.
Yeah. Anyway,
tea.
Right. Ozzy said, "Buy the dip and the dip and the dip." Yeah, I know that's the thing when you're double dipping. But yeah, okay, right. We should bugger off, really, shouldn't we? And
I think so. Yeah, it's good.
Have a lovely weekend, everyone. I'll probably make a few videos. I do actually want to make a Multiverse X video. Actually, it's going to be really depressing. Actually, I might do that later on today.
Yeah,
and
even more depressing than the last one.
Actually, no, probably not, because there's not been an all-time low for a month now. So it might be slightly good, but yeah, no, I had to look how much rewards I'm owed for like 5 weeks, and it's not impressive.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I might do that anyway. So I'll do a few videos over the weekend, I reckon, because I'm not going anywhere this weekend. And we'll be back on Monday. I'm not sure what time exactly. I've got a few things to do again on next week, so I will let you know. Yeah. Anyway, Space Cat, you can say.
Bring up tabs and things. But there's that one.
Oh, okay.
Get Quadzilla. Just get Quadzilla. We've talked so much about it in this live stream.
Yes.
And head over to Mafftopia as well. Obviously, head over to Save with Crypto, of course. his channel that we're basically streaming on. So
Yes.
probably better do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Right, have a great weekend. Trade safe, and we'll see you on Monday. And yeah, take care. Remember to like the stream on the way out, and